told interviewers she made around $83 million in 18 months, and she has spent a good part of those same interviews telling people not to try what she did. That second half almost never makes the headline, which is a shame because it is the more useful half. Sophie Rain is 21, from Miami, and by follower count alone, she is one of the largest creators working. Close to 9 million people follow her Instagram. On TikTok, the number runs to roughly 14 million. She started a subscription business that made her name in May of 2023 when she was 19, and by the end of the following year, she was giving interviews about figures that sound made up. Her account of it goes like this: around $83 million in total, $43 million in 2024 alone. She has pointed out and corrected that this puts her within range of what LeBron James earned that year, which is the kind of comparison that travels around the internet in about 4 hours. Now, the positioning, because this is the part that is genuinely interesting as a business decision rather than as a number. Sophie Rain's entire public identity is built on a distinction. She says she earned all of it without ever posting explicit content, and she talks openly about her Christian faith as the reason. Her words on it are direct. People assume you have to go further than she went, she says, and she points to herself as evidence that you do not. Whatever you make of that personally, look at what it does commercially. She is operating in the most crowded market in the creator economy, where hundreds of thousands of people are selling roughly the same proposition, and she found a position almost nobody else occupies. That position is what gets her covered by mainstream entertainment press, rather than only by aggregators. It is what makes her bookable, quotable, and safe enough for outlets that would not touch most of her competitors. In a market where differentiation is nearly impossible, she manufactures some. That is a real skill, and it is worth naming as one. Then there is the part she keeps saying that nobody repeats. Asked about the flood of young women following her into the business, her answer was this, in her own words: girls see the headlines and think they're going to wake up rich, but unless you already have a huge audience, or you're ready to work around the clock building one, this isn't quick money. She is describing the actual shape of the industry, and she is right about it. Subscription platforms run on an extreme power law. A tiny fraction of accounts take an enormous share of the money, and the median earns something closer to pocket change than a living. The headline earners are not evidence that the model works for everyone. They are the marketing. Every story about somebody making tens of millions recruits thousands more people into a market where the arithmetic has already been decided against them. And the recruitment is precisely what keeps the platforms growing. Sophie Rain came in with a following already built from TikTok. That was not a detail of her success, it was the precondition. She has also done what the smart ones do with a windfall, which is build something structural on top of it. In December 2024, she co-founded a creator collective. A house, a shared brand, a way of turning individual attention into a business other people also work inside. That is a move towards owning something rather than only earning from something, and it is usually what separates a big year from a career. Here is the part I would push back on, and where I would like to be corrected if anyone has better information. The 83 million is her number. Subscription platforms do not publish creator earnings. There is no audit, no filing, nothing independent to check it against. Press reported it because she said it, and the comparison to a basketball player's salary is doing a lot of persuasive work for a figure that nobody outside her accountant has seen. It may well be accurate. It may be gross revenue before the platform's cut, before agency splits, before tax, presented in the form that sounds largest. Those are very different numbers wearing the same headline. So if you have seen anything that actually substantiates it, a filing, a verified statement, anything beyond the interview circuit, I would genuinely like to know, because right now the most repeated fact about the highest earning creator of her generation rests entirely on her telling us so.